KRIS 6 News at noon continues.
Welcome back. It is always a pleasure to be joined here by Corpus Christi Police Chief Mike Markle, and I want to get to something right away that you guys did recently. I think you called it Operation Gangbusters. What was the purpose behind that, and how did it work out?
Well, the purpose behind it is to round up those outstanding warrants from gang members locally, and it worked out very well. I believe we had about 28 arrests, most of those felonies. So we bring together ourselves, our federal partners, HSI and Attorney General's office, I believe, and DPS.
Yeah.
And we have a collective roundup, and we go out and try to get these folks who have been outstanding for some time.
Now, there's somebody watching, I guarantee, saying, wait a minute, do we have a gang problem in Corpus Christi? How do you answer that?
Well, we do have documented gang members in Corpus Christi. We've had for some time. We have a unit that does extensive tracking and following of those folks.
So you're keeping track of them then?
Oh yeah, we have a unit dedicated to that, and I'm overseen by Captain Cook, who does an outstanding job, and he came up with this year's Operation Gangbusters. We have another one that's a national effort, but this one was our local effort with our federal and state partners.
Yeah, all right, well that's good to know, and there's some good information for those of you who may have been wondering about that, as I was. Let me ask you something else, because making news in California this week, another shooting at an outdoor festival, and it got me to wondering, is there anything you can do about that? If you're at an outdoor festival, something like that happens, really, are you just at the mercy of the shooter, or what?
Well, those things happen quick. You see, in this instance, the police responded and stopped that threat within a minute, but you still, unfortunately, people still lost their lives. So it comes down to personal awareness. We preach it all the time: be cognizant of your environment, understand what's going on around you, know your points of entry and exit, where to go. Oftentimes, what you're listening to. In several of these types of shootings, people weren't aware that they were listening to gunshots. So there's a lot of self-protection and self-awareness that you have to have, and unfortunately that's the world we live in right now. You go to these events, you should have that in the back of your mind.
And you just kind of have to train yourself to be aware of those things, right?
Be cognizant, understand that can happen, and as we see demonstrated around this country. And when it does, have some kind of effort in your plan. Run, hide, fight. That we teach that all the time. First, try to exit the area. If you can't, hide somewhere that is good concealment, and then all else, fight your way through it.
Oh my goodness, that's good stuff to know. I appreciate you bringing that to our attention. And you guys even take some time and you teach businesses and work with businesses to teach that, don't you?
We do that all the time. Schools, businesses, offices. We'll send folks out to teach that run, hide, fight, that mentality that you have to have, and hopefully folks absorb that. We invite them to, ask us over, and we love to do that. Make sure the message is out there.
And as you said, that's the world we live in. We got to teach that. Folks, if you want some good information or updates, you can follow the police department there on Twitter, or go to their website, cctexas.com/police, and I guarantee you will learn something that you didn't know. Thanks again, Chief.
Thanks, Mike.
Always great to see you. Stick around. We're coming back with another look at the forecast.